Hey, sports cards fans, are you looking to turn your interest in baseball cards into profit? Introducing Sports Cards Edge, dedicated to giving you an edge making money with sports cards. Our expert team has decades of experience and we want to share our knowledge, resources, and data with you. Our step-by-step tutorials cover everything from identifying underpriced cards to scoring the best deals, and even how to sell your cards for maximum profit. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, we guarantee you'll learn something valuable. We also created Flip List, which saves you hours of research by providing the top cards that are great flip opportunities right now. Don't let your sports card interest or your collection gather dust. Check out Sports Cards Edge today and start making money with sports cards. As you may know, interest in sports cards has probably never been higher, and I was recently asked by some friends to put together some information to help them get into investing, buying, and trading sports cards. So I put together all the information I could in a course called How to Invest in Sports Cards Like a Pro, and I want to give you a little overview of that here today. So growing up as a kid, man, I was born in the 70s, so I think about the 1980s, baseball cards were all the rage. So I grew up loving baseball cards, trading baseball cards with my friends, collecting baseball cards. And what ended up happening is when I got a little bit older and got a job, I realized that my collection of cards as a kid didn't really have much value and they weren't in that great a condition. So I started investing in graded professional sports cards, and coincidentally, I started buying a number of Barry Bonds rookies the year that he broke the home run record. So I made a lot of money off of doing that, and it really got me excited and into investing in sports cards. So I've been making money in sports cards for over 20 years now, and I say sports cards even though growing up I loved baseball cards, but now I buy baseball, basketball, football, and hockey cards. And what I've learned over these last 20 years is I've learned how to use data to get an edge to buying and selling sports cards, and that's what I've kind of put together in my course here. So I started sportscardsedge.com to help put together all the information and actually, help my friends initially, and then make this available for anyone else who may be interested. And it's a great time, as I mentioned, because really sports cards are just becoming so popular right now, and I can take you through some of the data as well. So in my course, I cover the 5 ways I make money with sports cards. As you may know, obviously they go up in value. They tend to go up in value with time. That's because they're not making any more old sports cards, so they become more collectibles. You can also make money following the general market trend and the popularity of the market, including seasonal trends as well, buying cards off season and selling them at the peak of season for a specific sport. Also make money off of player status leaps, and you think about just what Ohtani has done with being an all-star pitcher and an all-star fielder in the same year. His cards have really just gone through the roof right now. But I want to spend most of my time right now talking to you about number 5 here, which, as I mentioned, to save the best for last, is the volatility and inefficiency in the market. So let's take a look at that. This is the 1996 Bowman's Best Kobe Bryant rookie card, and it's a $2,500 card, maybe rounded up $2,600 card. So if you look at for the last 90 days, 53 of these have been sold, and the average is $2,570. So I wanted one. I wanted one of these cards. I love Kobe, and I've gotten into collecting Kobe and trading Kobe and so forth. So I wanted to buy one. So you might expect that I would pay $2,570 for it. Is that right? Well, actually, that's not really the case, because in reality, the average price you see here is based on 53 different auctions from eBay, and some people paid more than $2,570, and some people have paid less. And let me show you that here. So this is a screenshot of some of those auctions that you can see, and I'll highlight a few here for you. You can see someone paid $3,500 for that same card. Someone paid $3,000. Someone scored a deal and got it for $1,300, and someone paid $1,650, which is actually what I got mine for, even though it wasn't that exact auction. And so you can see just across the board, like the average, and a lot of things sell around $2,500 when you look at it, but there's often deals to be found out there, and that's what I kind of have been teaching my friends and put together in a course. So here's actually a plot of all 53 of those sales, and you can see the prices. And what you can kind of start to see is the opportunity, which is, I can show you the tools and the data that I use to identify the low cards when the card is undervalued and you can get a deal, and then how to make sure you sell it for the best price possible when you go to sell it. And so I've kind of put together this thing called the 6 secrets to buying sports cards, and I use this example of the $2,600 card that I got for $1,650, and then as I mentioned, it's worth about $2,570, so you can immediately sell it for a profit, which is what I did, and I'll take you through a little bit of that in the course as well. And these are the 6 secrets that I'll cover in the course, which is which cards to buy, how do you know which ones are good investments, and which cards are likely to be a good one to buy in the short term. Using data to give us an edge to identify the cards that we can basically flip, and then how to uncover when a card is undervalued and see the deals for specific cards. How to actually win it when it's undervalued and make sure that you don't pay too much. I'll also show you a trick to save an extra up to $100 or more per card that you buy, which is a new one that I've just started using. And then also how to sell it for a profit, how to maximize your sales and the money you get when you go to sell it. So I've put all of this together in an online course that I call How to Invest in Sports Cards Like a Pro. And I've had a number of people go through it, including a bunch of people that I don't know. So it's not just my friends that are telling you this, but here's some of the reviews, as I've gotten great feedback, which is, Derek said it was worth it. He got his course investment back on his first trade and then some. Jim said, wow, the course teaches you to use card data and it was super valuable. And Matt said the course was amazing. It's helping him to become more disciplined in his approach to sports card investing, which is what I'm all about. So if you're interested in learning how to invest in sports cards like a pro and how I make money doing that, head over to sportscardsedge.com. There'll be a link here somewhere. Go ahead and put that in your cart. And what I really want to say too is I always put these little icons under all my items and courses and so forth, so that everything I do has a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get the course, watch it. You can watch it a couple times if you want. And if you're not getting the value that you think out of it, you can send me an email on the Contact Us form, and I will give you a refund, no questions asked. I'm all about customer satisfaction and easy refunds, but I really think, like the other people who've taken the course, that when you get it, you'll see the value, and really appreciate what I've learned over the last 20 years and how I'm now sharing that with you. So head on over, and hope to see you there.